There are moments in life when everything you once understood suddenly stops. Making sense, your prayers feel like echoes, your hopes feel fragile, your strength feels thin, and the God who once seemed so near now feels painfully distant. You look for his hand, the evidence, the movement, the intervention, the miracle, but all you see is silence. In those moments, another voice rises within you, a quieter one, a deeper one, a holier one. It whispers. You may not see his hand, but you can still trust his heart. That trait, there is the essence of faith. Not faith in things going your way, not faith in circumstances, aligning dot, not faith in your ability to endure, but faith in the goodness of the God who holds your entire life in his hands. If you can't see the how, you can still trust the who. When the hand of God goes I on V, is if a believer eventually reaches the same threshold, a moment when God stops showing his hand and invites you to trust his heart instead. You pray, he doesn't answer. You seek, he stays silent. You knock, nothing opens. You beg for darishonyet. No compass appears. It isn't punishment. It isn't abandonment. It isn't neglect. It is invitation. Faith isn't formed in the moments when you can see everything clearly. Faith is formed in the fog. God hides his hand not to frustrate you, but to deepen you. If he showed you the whole path, you wouldn't need him. If he explained every detail, you wouldn't seek him. If he proved everything instantly, you wouldn't grow at all. Sometimes the invisible is the womb of your greatest becoming. The God who hides to Arevia. God is not absent when he's silent, and he is never still, even when he appears to be. He hides his hand the way an artist steps back from the canvas, not because he's finished, but because he's carefully working on a detail you can't yet see. He hides his hand the way a gardener hides seeds under soil, not because nothing is happening, but because the miracle is taking root where eyes cannot look. He hides his hand the way a shepherd moves behind the flock, not to leave them, but to guard from threats they don't know exist. His hiddenness is not the evidence of his distance, it is the evidence of his devotion. Every time God hides his hand, he reveals his heart. When life feels like a question with no unswerval, been there. Those nights when you stare into the darkness, searching for meaning in situations that feel chaotic and cruel. You ask, why this? Why now? Why me? Why didn't you stop it? Why didn't you heal it? Why didn't you prevent it? Silence. Pain speaks louder than hope. Confusion speaks louder than memory. Fear speaks louder than truth. And in the noise of your questions, it seems like God has withdrawn. But the silence of God is not the stillness of God. He is not ignoring you. He is interpreting you. He is not punishing you. He is preparing you. He is not delaying you. He is developing you. The heart you cannot see is working in the places you cannot understand. When God's ways break, your Elogeist God rarely fits inside human logic. He uses storms to show strength. He uses darkness to reveal direction. He uses delay to teach dependence. He uses weakness to show worship. He uses emptiness to make space for abundance. You will not always understand his methods, because his methods are designed for your transformation, not your comfort. He does not operate according to your expectations. He operates according to his eternal purpose. And his purpose is never shallow. He will wound your pride to heal your soul. He will strip your illusions to anchor your identity. He will dismantle your idols to rebuild your freedom. He will let you feel lost so you'll learn to follow. When God breaks your logic, he is building your faith. Trust is born where explanations there. Comes a moment when explanations know longer help where answers won't fix the ache, where clarity won't restore the heart. And in that moment, you face a holy choice. Will you trust the hand you cannot see, 'cause you know the heart you cannot deny? Trust does not require certainty, it requires surrender. Trust does not demand understanding, it demands a willingness to keep walking given when the path is blurry. Real trust begins when your understanding ends. The heart of God is more trustworthy than the hand of God is Vyasai Balim. To most people, trust God because of what he does, but the mature trust God because of who he is. What he does may confuse you. Where he leads may trouble you. How he answers may frustrate you. But who he is never changes. He is good, he is faithful, he is just, he is kind, he is near, he is intentional, he is incapable of. Failing the heart of God is the safest place in the universe even when the hand of God is invisible. Lessons you only learn in the darksome truths can only be learned when the lights go out. You learn that God is enough. You learn that peace is possible. Even in pain, you learn that silence can be sacred. You learn that hope can survive drought. You learn that faith can walk without sight. You learn that his presence is stronger than your understanding. Night teaches what daylight never could. The dark is not where God leaves you, it's where God deepens you. Faith is not about knowing, it's about trust. Human instinct says, if I understand, I'll trust. Faith says, if I trust, I'll understand. Understanding follows trust, not the other way around. You do not walk by sight. You walk by surrender. Faith. It is not a formula, it is a relationship. It's leaning into God when you would rather run from him. It's choosing to believe one you would rather collapse. It's standing on truth when everything around you is shaking. Faith is not certainty, it's obedience. God's heart can be felt in ways his hand can't be traced. Sometimes you feel him in the comfort of a sunrise, sometimes in the strength that appears when you thought you would break, sometimes in the unexpected kindness of others, sometimes in the peace that makes no sense in your situation, sometimes in the whisper that says, keep going, I'm here. His hand moves in your circumstances. His heart moves in your spirit. If you want to recognize his heart, stop looking for the spectacular and start listening for the subtle. God rarely shouts. He speaks in breaths. He heals in whispers. He guides in nudges. He comforts in stillness. When you stop searching for the visible, you begin to feel the invisible, trusting the heart of God when life breaks. Life will break you. That is not a threat, it is a reality. Loss will visit you. Disappointment will confront you. Failure will humble you. People will wound you. Dreams will collapse. Plans will crumble. And in those moments of deep shattering, you will be tempted to interpret God through your pain. But pain is a terrible interpreter. When life breaks you, you must hold on to the heart of God of Anne when you cannot. Hold on to your own understanding. His heart has held generations. His heart has carried nations. His heart has redeemed failures. His heart has rescued prodigals. His heart has revived the hopeless. His heart has rebuilt the broken, and his heart can hold you. 2. The heart that never fails. God's heart is patient when yours is hurried. God's heart is calm when yours is anxious. God's heart is certain when yours is doubting. God's heart is steady when yours is trembling. You fear the future, he already stands in it. You fear the unknown, he is already working within it. You fear the outcome, he already holds it. His heart does not shift with your circumstances. His love is not fragile. His plan is not unstable. His character is not inconsistent. Your trust does not depend on your strength. It depends on his. The gift of not knowing my knowing is terrifying, but it is also transformative. Not knowing teaches you dependence. Not knowing teaches you humility. Not knowing teaches you worship. Not knowing teaches you surrender. If you knew everything, you would trust nothing. Mystery is not a curse. It's a gift that draws you closer. God allows the unknown not to torment you but to tether you to his heart. The unknown is where God becomes real. Anyone can trust God when life makes sense, but faith becomes real. Life stops making sense. This is where God reveals himself most deeply, not in the explanation, but in the embrace, not in the answer, but in the assurance, not in the clarity, but in the closeness. The unknown is the altar where intimacy with God is born. When you can't trace his hand, look at the sea. You ever doubt God's heart? Look at the cross. The nails in his hands are the proof that his heart is for you. The sacrifice he made is the evidence that he would never abandon you. The love that bled for you, the reason you can trust him when you cannot trace him. If his heart was trustworthy enough to save you, it is trustworthy enough to guide you. The promise of the unseen God, one day, maybe soon, maybe later, you will look back and finally understand what you couldn't see. You will see his fingerprints in every delay. You will see his protection in every disappointment. You will see his direction in every detour. You will see his mercy in every closed door. You will see his love in every unanswered prayer. What once felt like abandonment will prove to be guidance. What once felt like silence will prove to be strategy. What once felt like confusion will prove to be compassion. The unseen God will become undeniable. Trust his heart until you can trace his hand. On God's hand may disappear for a season, but his heart never does. And if you trust his heart long enough, you will one day see his hand again. The miracle will come. The clarity will come. The direction will come. The blessing will come. The peace will come. The breakthrough will come. But until it comes, trust his heart. Rest in his character, lean into his love, hold onto his goodness. When you cannot trace his hand, you can always trust his heart. Life will give you seasons where God is invisible, but those are the seasons where faith becomes invincible. You may not see the hand that holds you, the hand that protects you, the hand that guides you, the hand that shapes you, but the heart behind that hand is full of love, wisdom, and purpose. Let this be your anchor. God's hand may be hidden, but his heart never is. And even in the silence, even in the confusion, even in the waiting, he is closer, kinder, wiser, and more intentional than you could ever imagine. When you can't trace his hand, trust his heart.